All right. Well, Junlin, thank you so much, and thank everyone else who's joined us. And I'll turn this over to Peter to wrap us up and take us home.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, thank you, Tammy, for being such a great moderator, and Junling for a good last session. And certainly want to thank all the speakers. This is all like volunteer Saturday morning stuff where everybody has other things to do on Saturday. So let me take over the screen, and I'm going to tell you in a minute a little bit about the format. There were a bunch of questions that came up. So one thing that was sort of interesting, people wanted to know what was live and what was not live. So I thought I was transparent about this, is the sessions were all recorded, the 25-minute sessions, and then the Q&A was actually live. And the reason we did it this way is if you think about how online works, you don't really interact anyway when you're online. So there's really not a lot of point in having a one-way conversation not recorded, because then the speaker can really think about it and get it right. One of the other side benefits is we just have a lot of fun talking in the Zoom meeting while you guys are watching the session. So personally, I guess it's a little selfish, but we just have a great time. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but after the second presentation, the transition back to the Zoom meeting was a little slow because I looked over and the screen was black, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot to transition. So hopefully that wasn't too bad. So anyway, so basically that's the format. All the sessions are recorded. Even my intro, I recorded that last night outside, even though it looked like a fake background. It wasn't. That really is our backyard here in Borrego Springs. So some logistics for the sessions online. I'm going to immediately publish 3 of the sessions. The last 3 sessions, they're all recorded. They're unlisted on YouTube right now, and I'm just going to turn them to publish, so you'll see them in like 15 minutes. We had a lot of feedback on Glenn's first session in that people couldn't read the slides very well because, Glenn, of course, sent me the 1080p versions of his slides, and I crunched them down to fit in the upper right, and so you could see his picture in the lower left, and that made it a little difficult to read. So I'm going to spend an hour or so re-edit that video, republish it, and then uploading from here in the desert, even though we have this great infrastructure, is going to probably take 2 or 3 hours to send it up to YouTube, the 5 gigabyte file it creates. So Glenn's probably won't be visible till tonight. And then all this Q&A that we've done, I'm going to package that all up too, and I'll publish that over the next few days. So basically that's it. Thank you everybody for coming. I had a great time. I know our speakers in the back chats were all talking about how much fun it is. I'm sure we'll do this again in the not too distant future. There's a lot more to talk about with ChatGPT, and we'll be here talking about it. Thanks again for coming.